Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q3 and 9 months FY2024 earnings conference call of Rico Auto Industries. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Hazel Rathod from Essential Technologies Private Limited. Thank you and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Tushar. Welcome to Rico Auto Industries Q3 and 9 months FY24 earnings conference call. From the management, we have today Mr. Arvind Kapoor, Chairman, CEO and MD, Mr. Kaushalendra Verma, Executive Director, Mr. R.K. Miglani, Executive Director, Mr. Rakesh Sharma, Chief Financial Officer, and Mr. B.M. Jam, Company Secretary. Now, I request Mr. Kaushalendra Verma to take us through the key remarks, after which we can open the floor for the question and answer session. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome all to Rico Auto Industries Limited Q3 FY24 earnings conference call. My name is Kaushalendra Verma and I am sitting here in Rico Auto Corporate Office boardroom with all my colleagues. Let me begin with the industry and economic outlook. GDP growth has been projected above 7% for the current financial year. Inflation at manageable level and expected to come down to 4.5% in FY24-25 from 5.4% in 23-24. The automotive component industry has shown resilience and will succeed despite of the current supply chain disruptions and the continuation of geopolitical situation. The growth is particularly strong in the vehicle segment and expected to continue to expand in the coming years. As a company, we are strong in all the three segments. Rico stands to benefit from the trend and had ample opportunities for growth and expansion. Till December 23, we have booked new business worth rupees 1,000 plus crore, which translates into peak annual revenue of 225 crore per annum. At a group level, including our subsidiaries and the joint venture company, we have recorded a revenue of 528 crores in quarter 3 and the EBITDA of 12%. In quarter 3, our revenue has been impacted primarily on account of the less pull from one of our customers and the yearly shutdowns at the customer ends. The company growth has been supported by the innovation and the business development. To end with, we are pleased with the financial results and optimistic about future and the industry growth. Auto industry growth. We would also like to inform you that we have been awarded with the 3-star export status for our. We have been recognized by the 3-star export rating for our export contributions. We are doing. Our focus is on the continuous focus is on the profitable growth. And for that, we have doing a lot of things to bring down our cost structure, primarily with the manpower and the output. We are also focusing to basically go away with the old low-volume programs, which the program life has been ended, and we still supply some less quantities to our customers to free up our existing capacity for the recently awarded new businesses, so that we can have the less capex outflow. With this, I would end my communication and request open for the questions and answers and clarifications, if any. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touch-tone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Ladies and gentlemen, please press star and 1 to ask a question. The first question is from the line of Deepak Poddar from Sapphire Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello. Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity. Now, so first up, I just wanted to understand in terms of revenue impact you were saying. Can you elaborate more? I mean, what's the problem? One of the customer you mentioned and the yearly shutdown. So, can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah. The quarter 3 revenue has been impacted on account of the less pull from one of our customers, Renault Nissan. They have been collected they have given us the half forecast, but they did not pull the material as per the forecast given to us. And in the year end, we do have the customer shutdown, yearly customer shutdowns at most of our customers. That has also basically really impacted the quarter 3 revenue.
Okay. But generally this shutdown is an annual process, right? I mean, last year also we would have such shutdown, right?
Yes, you are very right. It's but what happened that normally the shutdowns, customers try to pull the more material before the shutdown for the monthly requirement. But this time we have seen that the pull was less as compared to the forecast.
Okay. And okay, understood. And what's the status with the Hero? I think we were looking for some price correction with Hero and so with few of the parts. So what's the current status in that?
Yeah, we are pleased to inform that we have concluded our price increase request with the Hero, and we have received all the increased purchase order for all the components for which we have requested the price increase, and that has been concluded.
Okay, so for all the products?
For the products for which we have requested them, yes, but there are other components on which we are also discussing with them.
Okay, understood. So, I mean, the offtake for Hero, has it been normalized as we speak now, or when was it concluded, and when do we expect the normalization to happen in terms of offtake to Hero?
Yeah, we have started after the price increase request concluding, we are starting pushing our material to the Hero. And this quarter, if you see that, we are in line with the industry growth. Our two-wheeler revenue is in line with the industry growth.
Okay, understood. And I mean, for the entire year, as we speak about growth, we were targeting about 2,600 crores revenue, right? And given now what we have done in 9 months, it looks very highly unlikely, right? So what would be our revised revenue that we see this year?
Yeah, based on the 9th month and the next 3 months forecast, we see that our revenue will be close to 2,300 plus. This is mainly because we are not considering the defense. If my defense supplies will start and SOP will happen, then definitely it will be much better.
Okay, and what about next year, FY25?
Yeah. We are in the process of making our budget. We are taking the forecast from all major customers, and we are in the budget preparation cycle. And I think we will be more than happy to. Yeah, but we are targeting basically 15% growth year-over-year revenue growth in the next financial year.
15% growth. So I mean earlier in earlier communication we have said that next year we are targeting about 3,000 crores, right? So there also we are seeing some decline as compared to what we have earlier communicated.
Yeah. Basically, I'm talking about currently we are talking about purely the automotive. If there will be, we are working, which just includes the defense revenue, and we have been concluded some defense projects. The only thing is that once the SOP will start, only then we can count on that revenue.
Okay, so defense, we have got any orders? So that's what I was trying to understand in terms of defense. What's the update? Have we got any orders out there?
We do have the orders from defense, and we are pursuing those, and hopefully we should be able to deliver some this year and be able to build this year. But it all, since it's the first time it's happening, so it depends on the quality checks and the other issues, all the formalities that we are going through. So that we are very excited about, and Now, the only thing is that till it's done, it's not done, and so
Correct.
we are not including the defense orders as yet.
Okay. And what would be the quantum?
The quantum, the business that we are talking of in defense, it ranges. This year we are talking about close to about 100, but it depends on the billing. But
This year, in the sense, FY25.
24.
FY24, 100 crores of defense revenue, right? We are targeting.
100, that is what we have removed at the moment. Otherwise, we would have touched 2,400, and we removed it because we will have the goods ready, but the shipment whether that takes place, that's a big. We are pushing it with the defense people.
Okay.
And the scope that is there is for the coming years. It is close to about 300 to 400 crores that could be added, but we are still on it. Till it comes in hand, we will not announce it.
Okay. So here I'm little confused. I mean, where we are stuck? I mean, since we are working on this order, so are we executing it and there is some approval or check or a system where we got stuck or because of which we are not able to deliver?
No. The first one is the first time we are executing those orders, and those orders, they go through the cycle of the quality checks, and they have the defense departments come and inspect it. So that cycle, we are little uncertain whether we will be able to complete it by this year. If we complete it, of course, we are going to do the billing.
Okay, so it might spill into next year. I mean, this order, ideally.
Yeah, it might spill into next year. That's the reason we are not adding it right now.
Fair enough. And just last thing, in terms of margin, how do we see that? I mean, we have seen some improvement in margin this quarter. So what would be our outlook for fourth quarter and FY25? That would be from my side.
We've been working on this, and as we had said earlier, every quarter you'll find some improvement taking place. That's a clear thing. There are a lot of work which is happening, and on the Renault-Nissan front also, we have drawn a lot of equipment out of whatever investment we have done for them, because for the quarter to quarter, their sales have been coming down. So we have removed a lot of equipment which can be utilized for all the new orders that we have received.
Okay. So this 11% margin is what we are looking, can be considered as a base, and we look to improve upon that particular number going forward?
Certainly. You'll find a better number next quarter.
Fair enough. Okay, that's it from my side. All the very best to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, we would like to remind participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Kabir Shah from an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi. So, please payment for this quarter.
Yeah, we are losing you. Hello, Mr. Shah?
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I want to understand, we repay some of the score. So
we are not. Yeah, we are losing you still. We are not able to hear properly.
Hello, Kabir sir. Can you use the handset?
Hello, is it better now?
Yes, sir. It's better.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe the debt repayment of this quarter was INR 50 crores. So just wanted to understand from your perspective, how does this debt guidance go ahead, and what is the repayment schedule over the coming quarters, and is there any incremental debt we are planning to take, or how is that going to be offloaded?
Yeah, Mr. Shah, this 50 CR reduction is during the 9 months, not during this quarter.
Yeah, sorry.
As far as repayment is concerned, we have made repayment of 70 CR till now, and by the year end it will be in the range of 85 CR that we would have paid. And similar amount we will be repaying next year also. So this downward trend in debt will continue. And so that is why we have mentioned that.
Okay. So over this repayment schedule, we aren't planning to take on any debt over the foreseeable future?
Yeah, see, our kind of business, we may have some maybe requirement for some greenfield project if some new business comes to that extent. So if that is the case, we will go for new debt also if required. But otherwise, we are not planning any new debt, and we are in the phase of reducing our debt quarter on quarter.
Okay. And just in case, if there's any opportunity arising in the greenfield side, like you mentioned, how much would be the corpus of debt, just in case that opportunity arises?
There are two things in this. One is we have been able to free a lot of equipment from the current the components that we are supplying to our various customers. One is like Mr. Verma had mentioned. This is the old small orders which are left with us, which we have discontinued, freed that equipment up, and we are also freeing a lot of equipment from Renault Nissan projects. And that itself has actually helped us to cover up almost about 70-80 crores of investment that was required to be done for another project for Toyota. And that we've been able to fund it. We didn't need to fund that at all. And the equipment could be pulled up from the current. So similarly, the orders, the new orders which are coming, those we are trying to cater through our current equipment, or whatever equipment we are freeing from various efficiency improvements, and also the various programs which are coming down. And but a greenfield project might need to come up somewhere in Hosur, which we are actually scouting for land there. We will ask by Toyota and their entities to set up a plant close to them. So we are studying that possibility.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. That helps.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Sushant Verma, and retail investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good evening. I guess the numbers this quarter are better than last time. I think last time was more of a shocker, and we all know the reason. But do you see that, based on this quarter's assessment, do you anticipate a better financial year next year as far as auto industry is concerned?
Yeah, certainly. We find there's a lot of traction there. And fortunately, it is also for the more expensive models. Okay. So that's good to know. And the second related question would be, since you mentioned about, I think Mr. Verma mentioned about the negotiations with Hero have been taken care of and everything is sorted. So does that mean it's more business, or was a quantum of business compromised during the negotiations?
No, it's more business.
Okay. So that essentially should mean that our margin is likely to have a positive impact going forward. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Okay. You see in the last quarter you see a change.
No, that I understand. You are presenting the overall picture. I was specifically talking about it because last time you did mention that it was stuck. The negotiations were going on, so not concluded. So that's the reason I had that question. Then the last question is about the defense deal itself. You said it's a 10-year agreement, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No.
No, not really. Okay. So what is the transfer of technology? Can you elaborate, please?
1 minute. I think you are referring to the previous tender that we had applied for, and that was a 10,000 crore tender, and later on reduced by the defense to about 6,000, 7,000 crore. And that tender got withdrawn after 4 years. That is a 10,000 crore that we had. You're probably referring to that. But what I'm referring to now is that the items that we are going to be producing, these ranges, etc., those are this is, I would say, about 300 to 500 crore turnover businesses, for which we are very aggressively bidding, and we are right in the forefront.
Okay. So maybe just to correct my understanding, since I probably mixed it up, you are talking about the transfer of technology, through the AAN engineering subsidiary. Is that the deal that you're talking about, or am I still getting mixed up?
So that too, that also there, and plus also there are other businesses which have been won and which we are executing at the moment.
No, so I am specifically wanting to know about the TBRL whatever agreement that you had, the licensing agreement, which says the agreement is for 10 years. right? I think that was the update which you had shared.
That is the TBR agreement. Yeah, technology.
Yes. So what is the quantum of business that we are likely to get from that arrangement?
It's a bidding process. The total business, if you look at over 10 years, it could be in the region of almost 6,000 to 7,000 crores, and even more than that.
Okay.
Those are the estimates that have been given to us, and we, of course, got to bid for those.
Okay. And is that one? That could be a probable reason in case we win more within that, then that would lead to higher revenue for the whole year, correct? I think that would be a fair assumption if we happen.
Then the whole thing changes. Completely.
Okay, I see. All right. Okay, sure. Thank you very much, and all the best for the next quarter. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Ritu Chavan, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Hi. So thank you for the opportunity. I just wanted to understand the DRDO deal in better. So can you shed some light on the same?
So I'll ask my colleague, Mr. East, to.
Hi. So with DRDO, the TOT is for a product called Baffle Range, and it's specific to that. And Baffle Range is really a testing range, which by sheer definition means it requires less of an area. So DRDO being a research and development organization, they through the year ongoing have multitude testing of products, criteria. The product can be anything, and that's specific to them what they test through the year. So anything which can be tested due to the sheer number in a smaller area and can be catered, it would have a higher turnaround time, and that is the TOT to manufacture such a baffle range.
Okay, understood.
Also, we are going to set up one of the baffle ranges in one of our plants, and you all are free to come and visit it.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Also, what is the total order book that we have on our books right now, and the execution time?
Order book for defense or for the automotive component?
For defense.
See, the order for defense at the moment is about 200 crores, which is in hand, and the others are in the process of bidding. And this will be an ongoing process. And once the delivery starts, then of course this will keep on multiplying. This is not part of the baffle ranges. These are over and above that.
Okay, fair. Also, one last question. In terms of domestic sales and export, so I just wanted to understand what is the split that the company is expecting in FY25.
In normal, this split in our case has been around 27-28% of our total turnover. Export.
So, is it expected to remain the same?
Yes, by the year end, I think it will remain around this level.
By this year.
But
next year, he's talking about next year.
Next year, I think it will further improve.
After launches, next year.
I think yes. Second half, I think we will. Yeah, definitely there will be the improvement in the share of business of the export next year, because we are in the process of launching couple of programs for the export customer, which will go into the SOP by the mid of next year.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Congratulations once again.
Having said that, we have also won a lot of domestic businesses which will also be launched. So we are bidding for on both ends, both domestic as well as exports. So at the moment, it is the exports which is where we won a lot of businesses.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask questions may please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Neha Sharma, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity. So I have just one question. What is the outlook of the defense? Where do you see the business going ahead?
The government of India is promoting a lot of localization, and they want made in India. That's what their target is. And so there are a lot of opportunities which are coming up, and we are in it, and we have been selected by various people so that they can promote our company to get into better more and more defense deals. So a lot is happening there, and but till it's done, we are unable to commit as to how much business will we get. So as it gets done, probably next quarter we might be able to give you a little better idea of the business that we are getting into immediately, and also what other businesses we are targeting for the future.
Okay. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Sushant Verma, a retail investor. Please go ahead.
I have joined in again after asking the first set of questions. The Lok Sabha elections, I think, is that likely to impact the awards or whatever, the projects which will get rolled up? So do you think that is going to have an impact? Is there?
Are you hinting that if there's a government change, will there be an effect?
Yes. No, not government change. Sorry, sir. No, that's not what I meant. I said that when they announce the dates, usually there is a cool-off period. They cannot issue any new orders or whatever. So is that likely to impact our projections?
There are two. One is a tender business that comes out, and there are other which are what do you call them? The revenue and capital procurement, which they have direct right to do. So that doesn't stop. That continues.
So it's only the new business tender process which will be impacted because of but not the existing one. Okay. So I think that was the clarification which I wanted. That's why I rejoined. Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Harshil Solanki from Equitree Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi team, good afternoon. I have one question on the artillery fuses. So we were expecting the tenders to come out in some months. So where are we on that tender? And Bharat Electronics won a 5,000 crore order for fuses in December. So is it or more tenders are expected for this? Any clarity on this?
Yeah, so electronic fuses is a huge requirement by the year, and for the last nearly 4-5 years, the entire directive was for apart from DPSUs which are participating, for private companies to get into. That endeavor has been carrying on, which stopped after 4 years, wherein it was quashed for whatever reasons the government thought. And as of right now, so when you say Bharat Electronics, that's again a DPSU, that is still sufficing the ongoing need on a yearly basis, which is needed by the Army. But the entire Indianization and the entire directive for private companies to get into it for a whole lot of positive reasons, that drive is still on, and we look forward to actually hearing on a positive note on the next opportunity on that.
Okay, got it. So that 10,000 crore opportunity has shrunk, or it is still present for the private players?
See, if you look at the fuses, the opportunity is more than 10,000 crore. But that tender in particular that we were discussing, that 10,000, that has got withdrawn. That has got scuttled. And now what is happening is it is on a yearly basis that the orders are being given to these PSUs.
So we see that the opportunity was over 10 years, but obviously a demand is being created for every year, and there is no private company which has really gotten into that need, which is what the government was endeavoring to do for the last 4 years. So as we speak, there is no private company, and we were one of the 4 leaders in actually leading that, with having everything tied up for delivering that product. So as we speak, we are still hopeful for actually being the first company who will actually deliver to that need. As of right now, the DPSU has to meet that ongoing need of the Army, which is done every year, and that is something which they've been doing for the last 15-20 years, and which is status quo.
So in one of the meetings, I mentioned that if we don't get the order directly, we'll become subvendors. So they'll have to come to us in any case. So that process is also on, and we would be supplying some components to these companies. But we are not happy about. We would like to have the complete fuse in any case.
Okay, just one last thing. In future also, if the private players get any contract, it would be annual and not 5-10 year single contract. Is it right to conclude?
No, they'll have to ensure a little longer period. Reason being that there are investments involved, and they cannot give it only for 1 year. They'll have to give for at least 2, 3 years or 4 years.
Understood. Yeah. Got it. Thanks for that.
But for the fuses, it's an ongoing demand. This will continue. In fact, for the last 2-3 years, the Army actually was running short of the fuses because of this tender which is supposed to come out, and for some reason or the other, it got scuttled.
The line for the current participant seems to have disconnected. Before we take the next question, we request participants to please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Rohan Desai, please, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
So thanks for the opportunity. Just wanted to ask that, can you just tell me that why is the performance flat on YY basis?
Performance in YY compared to revenue.
Okay. The number one reason is that we restricted our supplies to Hero because of the price negotiation which were going for the first 2 quarters. So now we have got that settled, and we are pushing our sales to them. That's the thing. So, and the second, as we mentioned earlier also in this call, that we have basically struggling with the supplies for one of our customers, primarily with the Renault Nissan, because of the less pull. What we supplied last year or forecasted for this year, there's a tremendous drop in the forecast as versus the actual supplies.
Less than 50%.
Yes, less than 50%.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
But we are taking advantage of this, and we pulled out all the equipment, most of the equipment, and we are going to start utilizing for all the new orders that we have, new launches that are happening.
And also we have started pushing our sales to Hero, so that whatever best we can recover in the next 3 months, we can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Mr. Verma, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi everyone. Some of my questions already actually answered by you, sir. Like just a couple of things related to communication.
Mr. Verma, we can't hear you too well.
Yeah, are you able to hear me now?
No, we can hear your voice, but clarity nahi hai.
Okay, sorry about that. I will just ask again. Basically, what I'm asking is like we need to improve on the communication and the estimations that we provide, because for your last 3-4 quarters, we are actually underperforming on what we are estimating. So going forward, probably we may need to be a little bit careful on that, because market is expecting something and we are not reaching the expectations. It affects retail shareholders like me. That is one thing I want to highlight. The second one is the margin improvements is basically because of the commodity price reduction, or it's operational efficiency. Because if it is operational efficiency, then going forward also you can see the same margin. If it is a commodity related, then probably it may change again, right? It will go back to again the 9% that we get usually.
No, it's mainly because of operational efficiency, and if you see our labor cost, manpower cost has come down drastically, and we are still working on it, and by March you see further improvements.
Okay. So as long as it's operational efficiency, then I think it will be permanent. So that's the reason I just want to get confirmation. The second one is that depends on, I think many of participants already asked actually. Just for clarification, buffet range system, how many tenders usually the government release per annum? Not about how much you get, just per annum, how much they will usually release for BRS.
1 minute. See, the items that we are making, they go to Navy, they go to Air Force, they go to the Indian Army, they go to BSF, they go to CISF. So all these organizations, they have a demand for these. So we will be supplying to all of them.
Okay, sir. And the last one is, do you think any improvement with the Renault and Nissan business side? Because I'm a long-term investor since last 10 years, I'm attending these calls. Pretty much every other year we have some difficulty with Renault, right, in terms of the revenue, and it's pretty much unpredictable business with them. So going forward, what do you think actually? Do you think it's really worth to mentioning an estimation from the business?
We are not very confident of Renault Nissan actually doubling their requirement. So that's the reason we pulled out the equipment so that we can utilize it elsewhere. And because we kept on, they kept on insisting that we keep the capacities alive. But now we have told them that we are withdrawing all the capacities. So wherever we require them, we're going to utilize them. And because our machines are fungible, they are totally flexible. So we can actually shift them without much investments.
Okay. And is there any kind of disruption in shipment because of the Red Sea conflict that we are ongoing? Is any cost increase in the shipments that we do to USA or Europe?
Yeah, the time taken to reach Europe and the US, that has gone up by almost 2 to 3 weeks. And the shipment cost is obviously higher. But there's no premium freight like we had done in the past. We were lifting goods by air and all that. That is not happening. We were fortunate. We had enough at the sea and also in our warehouses in Europe as well as in US. So we are very comfortable there and we are okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah, that's all. Just to
add a point here, whatever the extra freight, we've already started telling the customer and we are negotiating with them to get the extra freight from them.
Okay. Just one last thing I just want to highlight. Going forward, I think it would be great if we can actually, the projections and all, a little bit careful so that the estimation
we've noted that and we'll be very transparent in whatever we are communicating.
Yeah. I don't mean that we are not transparent, but I think the production side probably we need to work a little bit more on the kind of case whether it's going to happen or not. That's what I felt. Yeah, thank you. That's it from my side.
Our projections are based on back-to-back on our customers, and sometimes the customers let us down, and then I'm like, we did try to cover up by selling to the other people, which we are still pushing a lot, because next year we've actually discounted Renault Nissan a lot, and we've shifted the capacity, and we are counting a lot on the other customers, and we are pushing a lot there.
Okay, sir. Yeah. No, because I'm been involved since last 10 plus years in this company, I just want to see to reach new heights, but we are actually stuck in the same range in terms of revenue and profits. That's the only concern I'm having. Anyway, thank you very much for the hard work and everyone doing it. But no mean to disrespect anything. I just want to highlight my concern. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Mihir Thakkar from Prithvi Finmart. Please go ahead.
Hi everyone, thank you for the opportunity. Is there any update on the land sale that you were looking for? Hello?
We have 2-3 companies working on it. At the moment, there's nothing solid which is in our hand, but it is in the market.
Oh, okay. And just wanted to add on to the previous participants' comments regarding the communication of the guidance. Like in the previous quarter also, you were sure that you were going to achieve a 750 crores of revenue. Just wanted to say that to be more transparent in terms of communicating the guidance. And are you sure, like for this quarter also, you're guiding 800 crores of revenue? It would be achievable, like we are sitting in the middle of the quarter.
We are not told it. Yeah, that's it. But we are talking 2300. 2300. Plus defense. Yeah.
As we communicated now, we are targeting the current forecast looks like we will be doing 2,300 crore worth of sales, excluding defense, and whatever we will achieve in defense, that will be add on 2,300.
Okay. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. As there are no further questions, I will now like to hand the conference to the management for closing comments.
Okay, then thank you everyone. And as we discussed and clarified that, we are working very aggressively on the cost reduction front and trying to basically launch the new programs to enhance our revenue. And as mentioned that, you will always see some improvement going forward, improvement on profitability. Thanks everyone. Thank you so much.
On behalf of Rico Auto Industries Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.